All right, guys, back at it again here, and yeah, I'm not sitting in the chair because this time we're gonna do a little bit of a different video. I started the Slayer album review series off with Show No Mercy, and was hyped to get that going. Well, I one of the ones I didn't have of theirs is Haunting the Chapel, the EP that and I ordered that a while back. Had kind of a shipping delay. I ordered it from overseas, but it should be here by the end of the week, hopefully. If not, I'll probably end up doing something anyways, some kind of video or another, regardless. But it should be here, so we should be picking back up on that soon. But that's why it's kind of been a minute. And I thought, maybe tonight we'll do something a little bit different. I've kind of maybe mentioned it in the past a little bit, showing off all these cool collectibles, horror figures and stuff back here. So I figured, hey, might as well go ahead and do that. And, I don't have a whole room to display or anything of them, but it's super fun. It's a ever-growing collection. So, and if you guys see my channel, I love this stuff. I ranked the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and ranked all the, looks of Freddy, ranked all the Hellraiser movies, and then ranked all the Cenobites. So, yeah, and, in the near future, I'm going to be doing, ranking all the Friday 13th movies and then all the Jason looks. So there's some stuff coming up there. But with all that being said, yeah, we're going to take a look at all these and maybe some of my thoughts and here. And we'll start it off here in this shelf right here. What we've got, this is one of my newer acquisitions, the Part 7 Jason from the New Blood. Love this figure. And obviously a lot of these, they come with a bunch of different accessories, especially these NECA figures, and I love the boxes they come with. And this one is just, so much detail went into this figure, as far as like the way the bones, everything, the chain. And I thought I'd pose him with the, this buzzsaw here because he had a really cool kill in that movie. Then we move on to Part 2 Jason, which that box is back there. And just a really, really unique look of Jason, kind of one that stands out since he's not wearing the hockey mask. And got him posed with this campfire. And I got him posed also with this pickaxe here because it was really iconic. A couple of scenes he was in with that. Then this is my newest one my girlfriend got me. The Movie Maniacs Pumpkinhead. I know Trick or Treat Studios just came out with the Pumpkinhead figure. But it's not quite up to it's too large of a scale for me. I like to keep things all pretty scaled here, and this is this Pumpkinhead's a big boy. This looks like a very well done figure for Movie Maniacs. I've had kind of some issues with them in the past. They're kind of hit or miss for me, but this is like absolutely incredible. Love Pumpkinhead. And weirdly enough, on the Movie Maniacs thing, like on the poster, normally they show like the case or like the theatrical poster. This is from the pictures from like the back of the Pumpkinhead 2 Bloodwings case, which I noticed, which is kind of strange, but hey, it's a cool shot. Then back there we've got the Part 3 Jason Friday 13th box because this is my second ever NECA figure. I got Part 3 Jason, more humanized version of him. Post him with this classic machete. And, I love the scene in there when he's like battling with that machete and dodging and blocking. So I thought that'd be really cool and just a really, really cool look of Jason. I have quite a bit of Jasons. I think either him and it might be him and Michael that are tied with the most of one single character that I have. Then we go to Part 6 Jason here from Jason Lives. You can see that box back there, this zombified version. And obviously, a lot of these, they're masks and stuff. They come off and everything. But, I'm just kind of showing you how I've got them displayed and everything. If you guys maybe want to see like a full-on figure review, I could maybe do that at some point. If you guys would be interested in that and show them up, more in detail and hold them and show you all their accessories and everything. But anyways, yeah, this is really, really cool Jason. I love the tool belt. This was the first zombified Jason I had. Looks really, really nice with the machete and the whole sheath there. So, and also had that little knife right there can come out. Then we've got Billy the Puppet with Jigsaw, and this was a really cool one. He's got the little, kind of hard to see, but there's like the little hidden blade back there. I used to have the tricycle, but that thing kept rolling off. And eventually, room was getting dusted, and it just it rolled off and broke. And so I'm just like, whatever, no big deal. We'll pose old Billy the Puppet right down here below Jigsaw. So, really, really cool figure. Kind of hard to come by. These ones they're pretty damn expensive if you look. And I got all of these figures, by the way, came in the boxes and everything. And I know some people keep them in the boxes for their value or whatever. not necessarily like these ones, but like this Jigsaw and Billy the Puppet, they are, considered pretty rare, especially in the box, but I don't care, man. I'd take them out. Then we go up to this shelf here where we've got the box, which opens up here, and you can put stuff in. I used to put guitar picks and stuff in it, with the one and only Pinhead, holding his box. Really, really awesome figure. I used to have a different Pinhead figure, but once I saw the NECA Ultimate come out, I gave the other one to my brother, and I was like, this is the definitive one. And he's got, cool weapons down there and stuff, and there's his box. Then we've got Leatherface from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Super iconic look here. His box is kind of back there. And I just love how bloody they, got the apron and everything. And just a lot of cool details in here. Then we've got, let's see, this is actually my, Pumpkinhead was my most recent figure. This Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, which there's that box right there. Kind of get a good shot there. And I love this figure. I love how it came with like those creepy dog things that were in like one scene in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And, the fire thing was really cool. It's like, I think there's like a magnet built in on his back, which you would never be able to tell really, because it doesn't make him feel bulky or anything. And you just stick that fire on there. It just makes for some really cool shots. And I decided to pose them too with like the hand that after, he had taken over the main character Jesse's body. Then we've got, if you guys have seen my favorite look of Freddy, the Dream Warriors, this is my first ever NECA figure. Obviously that, I love that poster right there in that box. And man, he comes with all kinds of cool stuff like the puppet, little puppet Freddy and the little paper mache house. These cards were actually something that an old coworker of mine got me that was really cool while she was in Branson. Got me those as a gift. So they just really fit perfectly right here. But yeah, I just love the vibrant colors on this one and the glove and everything. Really cool, like evil grin. Then I've got the new Nightmare Freddy, definitely a big standout. Got the biomechanical glove. And, this isn't like I'm trying to remember what company even made this one. It may have been NECA, but it wasn't an Ultimate figure. And he does have like joint articulation, so he moves and everything. And I love the inside of that trench coat, the detail there. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And just, I'm trying to get it's kind of dark the way I got him angled, but like the way the glove looks, it's just really, really cool back there. If you can see it, the biomechanical glove. Anyways, then we've got Texas Chainsaw Beginning Leatherface. I actually had this Leatherface before I had the original. And this version, he comes with two swappable heads. You can get like the one before he skinned one of the characters, and with like the brown like cowhide, stitched to his face, which I love that look of him too. But this looks just brutal. And this is another one of those that's pretty high dollar now. And I got him again in the package for like, honestly, I don't even know how much, but he was in the package a couple years ago. Got him for Christmas for my parents. So, but like I said, if you guys keep them in the box, it's cool. I get it. But I just like to take these things out and pose with them. I take cool like pictures and stuff with them, but just a really, really cool look to them. Unfortunately, these are the only two Leatherfaces I have right now. I've got somebody, a guy I met on a Facebook community where he sculpts custom ones. And he's sculpting a custom Leatherface from the new Texas Chainsaw movie that he's making for me. So I'm really hyped for that thing to end up coming in. Then we've got the Bride of Chucky, or version of Chucky and Tiffany here. Love all the detail there, like with the scars, the stitching, the red eye, and Tiffany. And their box is right here. Cool, like kind of bigger box. And this was such a cool set. Came with like even items and stuff from Seed. Like there's a swappable head from for Chucky that comes with the Seed of Chucky variant, where he has like more of like a little bit longer hair and stuff, and just kind of has a different face overall. And just the Tiffany figure, you can change out her arms, take off the jacket and head, make her look like the bride version before she, did herself up pretty much. So that I thought this was just a really cool 2-pack. All kinds of really, really cool accessories in that. And NECA did a hell of a job on their Bride of Chucky 2-pack. Then, last but not least, on this shelf, we've got Ghostface with just the bloody dagger back there. Obviously, the cover back there. And just, this is a really, really cool figure. Simple, but it also came with some really cool, like, different head sculpts. Because, obviously Ghostface looks the same pretty much in the movies. And But they gave you some like a cool like greenish look from like green mask from like the Stab movies. They gave you a almost like a rotted looking version of them. I'm trying to remember what else. They had a couple of different just a couple. Oh, and one with blood on it. That another mask with blood on it. So those were all really cool, and they gave him like a scythe and all these different weapons and stuff that just really could make for some cool shots, cool poses. But yeah, just really really cool figure. I just randomly encountered that one at Walmart, and out on a limb, I was like, I gotta have that. So now we go up to this top one here, where we've got Pennywise the clown, and man, if you guys have this figure, love the box. These damn balloons are something to handle. They're quite the hassle to get positioned and stay in right. They're constantly, you got to really fiddle with them to get them in the right position and everything for them not to fall through his hands or whatever. I posed him with like his monster hand. He came with some really creepy head sculpts and stuff. I know you can even buy another version of this original Pennywise that has a couple of different head sculpts and a couple of different items. But I just went with this one. I like the box better, and I thought this one came with more stuff. And then my girlfriend got me these cool Pennywise trading cards here that I, again, just like the Freddy ones down here, they just went perfect with the collection. So then we've got, kind of hard to see the box back there, Trick or Treat Sam. This was a Christmas gift for my girlfriend. Got me him. Just such a cool figure. I love all the cool head sculpts he comes with, the little lollipop and everything. I have all these pumpkins set up here that I've got from different characters. I think one or two of these were from Sam, the box set with Sam from Trick or Treat. Some of them were like Halloween ones and stuff like that. But it was just a really cool, way to kind of throw them all together. And now for the Michael Myers figures, I've got this one right here that is the Part 1 Michael. And, there's the Movie Maniacs stand for him. And I did have that Movie Maniacs Michael, but this was another case. I just didn't really like the way he looked, so I gave that away and got this one for like $35 online. I think it's a bootleg, honestly, because typically like the pack that this Michael comes in with like the kid Michael and everything goes for really high dollar, but someone's bootlegged the thing, I guess. But hey, it's quality for me, and some of the painting was a little off, so I went over it with a little bit more white painting. It was almost a little too blue, but just it's a really, really cool figure. It has a little bit of articulation in the arms and stuff. Then you got the Rob Zombie version here, and man, this is a really cool one. You could swap out the head where he's got like the paper mache mask on, and this is another one that goes for really high nowadays. And again, he came in the package. I managed to get him for like a couple years back for like $70 in the package. So that's a hell of a deal considering how much he goes for now. And just a really, really cool rotted look to Michael. And I love like the different color of like the jumpsuit and everything and the bloody hands. So really cool figure. And then there's that back there, the 2018 box where I got the NECA Ultimate. And this was a case where, they've reissued this Michael to where he has this head sculpt here. I did have that original head sculpt on the first issue of this NECA Ultimate, but as whenever they released the Halloween Kills Michael, I started looking, I'm like, something ain't right here. So I got to looking, and sure enough, they reissued it, thankfully, and we got this amazing head sculpt. I ended up ordering it from a seller online who just sells different pieces and stuff, because while the original head sculpt for this Michael isn't bad per se, it just isn't as movie accurate as this one. It didn't scale correctly, like the Halloween Kills one was. But, thankfully, NECA realized their mistake, reissued the thing, and I popped this thing on him, as soon as it came in, and it looks so much better. And there's obviously the Judith Myers grave. And then, finally, right here, we've got the Halloween Kills box right here. And, man, this is such a cool figure. Such a cool figure. So much detail in the burns and like the hand, missing fingers and the knife. He came with a lot of different cool weapons and stuff, as did all these guys pretty much, which I have a whole box of the accessories and stuff that I could even go through because like I said, I do like horror figure photography and stuff and make cool scenes and shots with backdrops and use all these, like this big box of accessories. And, even all these NECA boxes and stuff, they have backdrops in them you can pull out. But anyways, yeah, Michael, the Halloween Kills version is just such a cool figure. I'm ready for them to release some more of these even like weirder Michael Myers figures. You know, like what the like maybe part 4 or 5 with some weirder masks. Really, a part 6 would be great. But yeah, so there's that right there. The horror collection. I guess I'll go ahead and throw in some of this stuff down here. Some other interests I've not really covered on the channel. A big, cooler statue from Dragon Ball Z next to a sculpture I made when I was in like middle school. Super Saiyan 2 Goku over here, statue. Trunks, and then Vegeta, some of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z. And then my favorite looks, definitely my favorite look of Trunks, so badass looking. He only looked like that in one of the movies. Then we've got a couple of these here. Birder, this little tiny one my brother got me. And these two little tiny guys, when Hastings was still a thing, I kept finding them, was trying to collect them all. But I just got Goku and Vegeta from those. Then I've got these Gundam model kits I build and pretty frequently ship them in. Get Gun Tank, obviously Gundam. Just these are super fun, really fun. And, they're not quite as hard as you'd think. I never thought I'd be able to build model kits. But these things are, you just got to follow the instructions and that, it turns out pretty dang well, and you buy a little toolkit that they have like starter kit, toolkits for and everything, and it turns out well. Then I got a little Dop Fighter, which is one of the enemy ships from Gundam that my brother got me. And then here's some enemy units. My favorite character from the Gundam series, Char Aznable, the Red Comet, in his custom red Zaku 2. Then I got the Zaku 1, which I always thought was a really cool model. And then the Guff, which is made famous by Ramba Rao. Again, maybe some of you guys aren't really into the whole anime thing, and I am. It just kind of depends on, I'm into, like, I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, obviously. Those are kind of the main ones for me. But, there are and Full Metal Alchemist was a cool one, Neon Genesis, Evangelion. So there's some really cool animes out there. I'm not like, I wouldn't say I go hardcore into it and go digging for all these crazy obscure ones or anything, but there are just some really cool ones out there if you look. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, there's that collection. I thought this would be, again, just a kind of a fun little side video while I'm waiting for this freaking Haunting the Chapel EP to come in. But like I said, it should be coming in at the end of the week. So we'll be seeing that review going up. And the crazy thing is, it's like it's only a couple songs, but I'm having to wait this long just to review a couple songs. Because, usually, I usually have a lot of the artists that I cover on here's material, records, CDs, and all that already. But I use this review, like these review series, as also a chance to like fill in the blanks that I was missing on some of them. So that's kind of why, like, I didn't have Haunting the Chapel, so I gotta wait for this, so I might as well go ahead and snag it, so I'm going to review it. But, again, should be here soon, and next time, hopefully next time, if it is here by the end of the week, we will be reviewing Slayer's EP, Haunting the Chapel. And then, again, in the near future, we've got the Friday 13th franchise ranking and the ranking of the Jason looks, to accompany that later on. That stuff will be coming in the near future, not sure when, but it's coming. And, maybe if you guys maybe want to see some more videos kind of like this, where I just, maybe talk about some other cool stuff, let me know, because this is a fun one to do. And I would love to see some of your guys, if you guys have any like cool collections of like figurines or anything, not even just horror ones, just anything, I always think that's really cool, even if it's something I'm not into. Like if someone's got a bunch of Transformers or something, that's cool. I like seeing people's collections of everything. But anyways, guys, yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and, just stay tuned for that Haunting the Chapel EP review. And, again, let's get some conversation going about cool collections and stuff and hobbies and stuff like that we've got. Thanks.